Sheriff Todd Baxter, Madam District Attorney Sandra Doorley. My name is Chris Chichester. I live at 26 Sanders Farm Drive in Penfield. I am motivated by innocence, and I am demanding public information from you. Public information from you that you will continue to ignore. The primary public information I'm demanding from you is your public employee payrolls, because your entire nauseating, repulsive, corrupt existence is because of tax dollars. So, what is every single public employee at the Monroe County Sheriff's Office and Monroe County District Attorney's Office paid? That's the information I'm demanding. If you want information from someone, in a case, you better get it, right? But I'm demanding information from you and you're refusing to provide it. Because you know, if the people of Monroe County learn what you pay the public employees at the sheriff's office and district attorney's office, there is rage in Monroe County. So, Sandra, sweetheart, how's your day going? How are you doing sitting on your throne there at 47 South Fitzhugh here? Because you look quite fetching here with your crown on your head. So I hope you're doing okay on your throne. And Sandra, I'm sure that you're supervising Monroe County Assistant District Attorney George Costanza today. He's giving a thumbs up here, and he's giving you a thumbs up because he wants you to send your public employee payroll to me. And Sheriff Baxter, how are you doing at your Jonestown at 130 South Plymouth Avenue in Rochester? I mean, here you are at the microphone addressing your 170 fanatics in all likelihood. And that includes Monroe County Sheriff employee Marvin the Martian. Did you pick this outfit out for him, Todd the Fascist Stooge? Because he's got the skirt on, the big shoes. This is... he could be employee of the month, Todd, baby. So, now, before I get to the information that I'm demanding, which is your public employee payroll, Sheriff Baxter, I'm concerned about the physical appearance of your employees, because your public employees have weight problems. Because I've been around enough of your whack jobs to see that they need to lose 10 pounds, 15 pounds, 20 pounds. And you do and you do too, Todd. You, Todd, baby, need to lose weight, okay? And now how's the physical training program at the Monroe County Sheriff's Office? You may have to run after a criminal, and that takes physical exertion. So do you have a PT test? When I was in the Army, the 2nd Squadron, 17th Cavalry, we had the PT test. Everybody had to do the PT test. And 3 mornings a week, we had the PT run and the push-ups and sit-ups. You had to be in shape to be in the Army. Just like you have to be in shape if you're a Monroe County Sheriff's Office employee. So, Sheriff Baxter, what are the physical training requirements at the Monroe County Sheriff's Office? Do you have physical training requirements? I'm trying not to laugh because I already know the answer. There are none. So, Todd, do you have to go to your Wegmans headquarters and supervise your whack jobs? Because you're always over there at that Wegmans. I mean, here's one of them right now. I mean, I'm walking over there. I'm walking through the parking lot. I'm expected to see you on the side. Here she comes driving at me. I take out my phone. Look at that right there, baby. There's the Wegmans sign. There's your whack job driving right by. She just can't done eating a box of donuts because the donuts are on this side of this Wegmans here where your whack jobs usually are. So what the hell you always doing at that Wegmans, Todd the Fascist? Dude, I'll tell you what you're doing. You're buying certain products at your Wegmans headquarters, and that's why your whack jobs have some problems, such as this king-size Hershey bar. Now this looks delicious. We need a great shape like me. You can eat a whole box of these babies. And when I was a kid, we went to Hershey, Pennsylvania. Mom and Dad took me, my brother and sister. We went and toured the chocolate factory. It was tremendous. And you know what? You got to tell your whack jobs to stop eating these Hershey's, all right? Because that's why they have weight problems. You may have to run after a real criminal, not somebody like me. So tell them to lay off these Hershey's, Todd. I know you're drooling on yourself just thinking about this. And you're going to go to your vending machine and buy one of these, Todd, baby. Just from me holding it up here. So now, Sheriff Baxter, Madam District Attorney Sandra Doorley, on October 7th, I sent you a Freedom of Information law document. Right here, you see, application to access records. So records is your public employee payroll. Okay? Freedom of Information Law, public employee payroll from Monmouth County Sheriff's Office, Monmouth County Jail. Is my signature, October 7th. Same thing here, public employee payroll from Monmouth County District Attorney's Office, October 7th. Where is it? You got it? I mailed it to you. You got it, Mike Radler. You got it, Kathleen Miller. You got it, W. Tadeo. You got it, S.L. Birdie. I mailed it too. Where is it? Kyle Steinbach, baby. I sent it to you. I believe I sent this one. Well, you certainly got one. Where's the public employee payroll? October 7th. All right? Now, Sheriff Baxter, I'm telling you that the diet for the Monroe County Sheriff employees must be reformed. And what you need to do is tell them to stop eating these Twinkies, all right? It's the seductive advertising here. This little guy here I'm pointing to. I mean, your whack jobs go into your Wegmans headquarters, and they look at this box of Twinkies for $2.99, and they're looking at this little guy here, and your whack jobs is like, I got to have that box of Twinkies. So you got to tell your public employees, I do not know the salary for it, to stop buying these Twinkies, Todd. You understand me? I'm trying to help you out here with how to run your office. So tell your whack jobs to lay off these Twinkies, Todd, baby, all right? Now, here we have Freedom of Information Law document. Here it is, application to access records, Freedom of Information Law document, the public employee payroll for Monmouth County Sheriff's Office and Monmouth County Jail, October 12th. Here we have application to access records, Freedom of Information Law, public employee payroll for Monmouth County District Attorney's Office, October 12th. Where is it? It's 3 months ago. Where's the public employee payroll? That's what I want to know. So we got October 7th, October 12th. Where is it? I live at 26 Sandra Farm Drive. Mail or email your public employee payroll to me. So, now, Sandra, I've seen the photograph of your assistant district attorneys there at 47 South Fitzhugh, and I am concerned, Sandra, at your whack jobs in their suits, these bureaucrats, and you know what they're doing? They're eating too many of these Oreo peanut butter. You see that? Look at that big thing of peanut butter here. They're drooling on themselves just looking at this right now. So you need to tell your whack jobs in their suits to stop eating these Oreos, okay? All right? You got that? You're eating too many Oreos, assistant district attorneys, all right? And that includes you, Kyle Steinbach, baby. That's why you were fourth place, last place loser when you want to be a judge. You should probably eat too many of these, and you weren't doing enough research on how to be a judge and win your campaign, all right, Kyle, baby? And Kyle, when are you going to send me the documentation for my case in Penfield Town Court as I'm an innocent man before the Pedophile Protection Act for Daniel Glass III, that is 70-year-old John P. Lomenzo Jr.? Because I don't know the name of this assistant district attorney who stands in the nauseating star chamber of Penfield Town Court and doesn't talk. She stands there in total silence because I'm not guilty of any crime. I haven't committed a crime. She didn't talk, and I'm going to go to handcuffs and off. I go to Monroe County Jail. How does that happen, Kyle Steinbach? Conviction Integrity Unit, what a joke. The fact that you have to have a Conviction Integrity Unit in your Monroe County District Attorney's Office is your pathetic confession that you have innocent people being carted off to jail. So, here we have application to access records, Freedom of Information Law, the Public Employee Payroll for Monmouth County Sheriff's Office, Monmouth County Jail, October 21st. Application to access records, Freedom of Information Law, the Public Employee Payroll for Monmouth County District Attorney's Office, October 21st. Where is it? Where's the Public Employee Payroll? Send it to me. Now, Sheriff Baxter, I am very concerned about the physical health of your fanatics. Because when I walked outside to stand on Sanders Farm Drive to tell this toothless loser grass cutter that nobody owns this land next to my house and he shouldn't be here, and I was here outside for 30 seconds. 30 seconds I'm outside. 30 seconds I go outside. I stand on Sanders Farm Drive where I live. Outside for 30 seconds. Understanding me? You following me here? And I'm on the what? A camera that you put on this building right over here that I'm pointing to. At 2025 Penfield Road, this two-story building. You put a camera on a building to nail me to the wall because you knew I was going to come outside. So I come outside. I stand on Sanders Farm Drive. I'm on your camera. I'm pointing. They don't own that land. I walk back in my house. I'm outside for 30 seconds. And then I see Deputy Whack Job Meyer run into my backyard, who I talked to on the phone for an hour, and I don't know that she's writing a warrant for my arrest, this lying hack. So, I'm sitting where I am right now. I can look out my window right here, and here she comes running by. She falls right down on her face in my backyard. That's because she's eating too many of these wise potato chips. Isn't that right, Deputy Whack Job Meyer? You're falling down on my backyard dirt because you're eating too many of these wise potato chips, baby. So you need to get in shape and stop eating these wise potato chips. You understand me, honey? All right. Now, here we have Freedom of Information Law, application access records, public employee payroll for Monmouth County Sheriff's Office, Monmouth County Jail, October 24th. Public employee payroll for Monmouth County District Attorney's Office, October 24th. You got that? October 24th. Where is it? Where is it? Where is your public employee payroll? This is the document that compels you to send me your public employee payroll. Go sit, go sit, go sit, go sit, go sit, go sit, go sit. My dog is playing over here. Pardon me. Go sit. So anyway, October 24th. Sheriff's Office, District Attorney's Office. I'm going to tell you about my dog since it's right over here. Go sit, buddy. Okay, buddy? Go be a good boy. I walk my dog behind my house for 7 years, 4,000 times twice a day. Twice a day. And then the back window from 2041 Penfield Road, the Shaw Law Firm, flies open. And they're screaming at me. This woman is screaming at me. I don't know why. I'm just walking my dog. And an hour later, I got the animal control vehicle here, 2 Monroe County Sheriff Office employees, and you're here to seize my little guy. One phone call, and you're here to seize my little guy. This is why I attack you. Using words like extremist and fanatic and lunatic fringe. People love their dogs because that's the way it's supposed to be in this life. You're supposed to love your dogs. Your dog's a family member. That doesn't make me unique or special. Tens of millions of people love their dogs and understand this fact of life. Except you with the Jonestown, that is the Monroe County Sheriff's Office, showing up here to seize an innocent man's dog. So. Freedom of Information Law, application to access records, the public employee payroll for Monroe County Sheriff's Office, Monroe County Jail, October 28th. Freedom of Information Law, application to access records, the public employee payroll for the Monroe County District Attorney's Office, October 28th. Where is it? Send it to me. Send your public employee payroll to my home address or email. Freedom of Information Law, public employee payroll for Monroe County Sheriff's Office, October 31st. Freedom of Information Law, Public Employee Payroll for the Monroe County District Attorney's Office, October 31st. Happy Halloween. Where was it? Over and over and over, I've demanded your public employee payrolls as an innocent man, and every single time you've refused to disclose. You exist in Monroe County to uphold, defend, and honor the law. And the law's a joke to you. I have worked in a capacity as a public employee in Albany and on Capitol Hill in Washington, D.C., where I handled the Freedom of Information law that compelled my bosses to disclose a public employee payroll, and it was disclosed. It's discussed. Salary's going to be in the newspaper. Reporters going to look at the salary, what your coworkers are. I did this when I worked for Governor George Pataki, Senate Majority Leader Ralph Barrino in Albany, and for Congressman Lamar Smith and Senator Olympia Snowe on Capitol Hill. So the document that I'm sending to you, I have also received as a public employee. And I disclose the information. You don't do that at 130 South Plymouth Avenue, 47 South Fitzhugh. Because you are above the law in Monroe County, Sandra, Doorley, and Todd, Baxter. I go to the now defunct PW Fitness in Penfield, which is across from the Wegmans on Penfield Road. When I'm at the gym, I am always aware of the gym psychopath. And I avoid the gym psychopath. I also don't allow the gym psychopath to tell me what to do with the gym. This day, there's hardly anybody there. I'm at the back of the gym. I'm on the bench press. I'm on the apparatus. I finished the second set of 10. I'm about to do the third set of 10. I'm about to lean back and continue the exercise because I'm on the bench press. Up walks to me gym psychopath Jermaine Benman, and he goes like this. He doesn't talk. I ignore him. And I've seen Jermaine Benman at the gym, and Jermaine Benman screams when he uses the weights, and he does other repulsive things at the gym. So I say to Benman, I'll be 30 seconds, and I lean back to continue the exercise. Benman walks up to me. He straddles me. I'm looking at him. I'm looking at his gym shorts, and I can see his small penis, and he has a small penis like you, Todd Baxter. So I lean up like this to ask him what he's doing, and he punches down like this, and my head snaps back. And I had to make a decision instantaneously right there not to respond to Jermaine Benman's violence by attacking him, which I should have done. Because if I would have attacked him and started a fight at the gym, it would have been just another fight at the gym. And that would have prevented what's going to happen to me when Andrew Reale shows up. So witness calls the Monroe County Sheriff's Office, and I go outside with Benman. And Reale tells me to wait in his vehicle. So I'm waiting in the vehicle. I'm looking at Reale talk to Benman, and I know this is not going to go down for me. Because Reale is coaching Jermaine Benman what to say, and he's going to concoct a harassment second for me. I'm sitting in the back seat of your Monroe County Sheriff Office vehicle, Todd Baxter. What is about to happen to me should never happen to an innocent citizen ever in the United States of America. Andrew Reale marches Jermaine Benman around to the side of the vehicle. And Jermaine Benman says to me, quote, I want to press charges against you. I want to press charges against you. Jermaine Benman says this to me after he attacks me. And I'm looking at him as anyone would in disbelief. I exit the vehicle. And Andrew Reale hands me a ticket for harassment second. This is the single most sickening, disgusting, repulsive language I have ever read in my life. I've never harassed anyone, ever. And every friend, every family member, every girlfriend, every coworker, everyone who has ever known me will confirm that I've never harassed anyone. And this ticket with the handwriting of Andrew Yalley after I'm attacked at PW Fitness in Penfield has my name on it with harassment second. Who am I harassing, Todd Baxter? If I'm guilty of harassment second, there's a victim. Who's the victim? Is the victim Tremaine Benman, Todd Baxter? I moved to my residence in 2012 from Webster with my girlfriend, Laura. I've known Laura since I was 20 years old. I'm 54 now. And there's no one like her. That's why I moved here to Monroe County, to be with her. So Laura and I moved from Webster to Penfield. And when we moved here, we live right near Penfield Road. And if you drive down Penfield Road to Wegmans and Target or Key Bank, you can see 2600 Farm Drive from it. And when Laura and I moved here, there's no business here at 2025 Penfield Road houses this business, Consumer Insights. And my dentist, Dr. Gloria Nichols, is at 2041 Penfield Road, and everything is normal. I leave my house, I walk through this parking lot, past Dr. Nichols' office, down the sidewalk to Penfield Road to do my business for that day that I'm home. Everything's normal. I take my little guy adopted from Mom and Pop Farm Humane Society, pointing over here to this land, and I walk him. So one day I'm walking through the parking lot, and I see Dr. Gloria Nichols, and she's so friendly and nice, and she's always saying hello to me. And I decided that day that I needed to go to the dentist, and I needed a new dentist, and my dentist is going to be Dr. Nichols because she's right over here, and I also think that she's so nice. Just a pleasant person, and anybody would want to be around. Hello, how are you? How's your day going? And she sees other people walking through this parking lot. So I'm walking through the parking lot. I take my dog for his walk. Everything's normal. This building, Consumer Insights, doesn't exist. Dr. Nichols moves her practice. And Neeraj and Layla Kumar Shah move into 2041 Penfield Road. And now my life's about to radically change. Because Todd Baxter is going to descend on my life because of Neeraj and Layla Kumar Shah, who do not know that they live in the United States of America. You, Neeraj, and you, Layla Kumar, do not know that Penfield, New York is in the United States of America. You do not know that you live in the United States of America because you don't understand freedom. Freedom is a joke to you, Layla Kumar and Neeraj, and you should read Federalist number 10 to understand the United States of America. And that's just one of the Federalist papers. That's the most important one. So, no grass cutting going on. And when I say grass cutting, that's innocuous. My grandfather cut grass in Queens with a little push mower. Same thing with my father on Long Island. Makes a normal sound. There's a new way today to cut grass. You're up on your tractor, and this thing sounds like it's an airplane landing, at least the one that's here. And when they would come here, they would be here at 7 o'clock in the morning. And they would wake Laura and I up. And we would think, what's going on here? Dr. Nichols leaves. Layla Kumar and Neeraj Shah move in. And then there's grass cutting all the time. All the time. And that's probably because Broccolo Tree and Lawn Care is gouging Layla Kumar and Neeraj, and they're too stupid and ignorant to know it. So they like to enter the property over here, and they come here, like I said, at 7 o'clock in the morning or on a holiday, whenever the hell they want. So the principle is you shouldn't be on land that you don't own and can't prove you own. And Layla Kumar and Neeraj Shah don't own the land behind or alongside my house. It's that simple. Why? Because they do not have the required documentation to prove that they own that land. Isn't that right, Neeraj and Layla Kumar? Isn't that right? Because this is not a title. This is your fantasy land. I called the Monroe County Office of Real Property. There's no record of you owning land alongside or behind my house. And this is what you sent me? This laughable piece of paper? This is not a title, Neeraj and Layla Kumar. So, I'm walking my dog. Back window flies open. And this deuce and a half, this overweight woman, that's employed by Layla Kumar Neeraj is screaming at me outside the window. And as I would find out, screaming is the way they communicate at this shack. I'm thinking, what is the problem? Why is she screaming at me? All I'm doing is walking my little guy for the 4,000 plus time. So I take my little guy in. I walk over there to find if somebody's screaming at me. I want to know what the problem is. I walk over there, and there she is. I open the door, and I get this total deer in the headlights from this deuce and a half. Because she didn't expect that I was going to come over. And I say to her, what's the problem? She refuses to talk to me. And either Neeraj or Layla Kumar are in the back, and they don't want to talk to me. So I leave. And what I don't know is that they called the Monroe County Sheriff's Office and Animal Control. They're on their way to my house to seize my little guy. One phone call. Walking my dog on land they don't own and can't prove they own. One phone call. And I hear this pounding on my door. They don't just knock. Todd Baxter's fanatics, as I now know. They don't just knock in a civil way. We'd like to talk to you. Innocent citizen. They're pounding on the door. Pounding on the door to get to me. So I open the door. And there are two of them there. Demanding my little guy. And there's this vicious confrontation. And I say, you have to kill me to take my little guy from me. That's what any dog owner would say, because people love their dogs. You, Todd Baxter, are so detached from how people live their lives in the United States of America that I have to tell you that people love their dogs. You know, when I adopted my little guy, Lauren and I went to Lollipop Farm, and you don't just walk in there and they hand you a dog. It's an extensive interview that is just as thorough and rigorous as any job interview. And we were approved. And I don't know what type of check that they did on us, but if they did a background check on her and me, what they're going to find is no arrests, no criminal history, nothing. Because prior to that day, I've lived my life with integrity and character just like I do now, after what's happened to me, after your descent on my life, because my integrity and character is still the same. So we're approved. And we're walking through the cages. You only pick one, we wish we could take them all. And there he was looking at me, staring right up, and he's not saying anything. And Laura says, looking right at me. We adopted him and brought him home. He's been with me for 7 years. What country do you live in, Todd Baxter, that you think that any dog owner is going to surrender the dog that they love when all they're doing is walking their dog the way they have every day for 7 years? So when I'm attacking you and using language that accurately describes you and your public employees as extremists and fanatics and hate-consumed and degenerates, this is why. So, you're going to set me up, Todd Baxter. You're going to create a crime for me. You already created harassment second. Now you're going to create criminal contempt. I'm sitting where I am right now. I look out the window here, and here he comes. A guy who's missing his front teeth. He's got a long gray beard. And his job that day is to drive the tractor alongside my house to get me to come out of the house. So I see him. I go outside. I stand on Sanders Farm Drive where I live, and I'm pointing and telling him, they don't own that land. I'm outside for 30 seconds. I go outside, they don't own that land. What am I on? What am I on? I'm on the camera that you affixed to 2025 Penfield Road. And that's why Elliot Roth told me previously, you're going to be arrested. This is what he says to me. And he says that to me because he knows you put that camera on that building. He knows that you're planning to descend on me. All I'm doing is walk through the parking lot, and there's Roth. You're going to be arrested. I think that he's mentally ill. I'm going to be arrested. How? Well, because this is what you're planning to do to me. So, here he comes on his tractor. He's on land that has no ownership next to my residence. I go outside, I'm outside for 30 seconds, they don't own that land, I come back in, I sit back down where I am right now. And that's when I see this Deputy Meyer run into my backyard. And she falls down on her face in my backyard. Deputy Meyer falls down on her face in my backyard because she's eaten too many of these. There she is, laying in my backyard dirt. You fanatics can't even stay on their 2 feet when they're abridging my civil and constitutional rights. So she's laying in my backyard dirt, and then I hear that pounding on the door. And I open up the door. And there's 5 of you out here outside. So there's 6 of you here. Like a deputy whacked out Meyer in my backyard, 5 of you out front. 6 of you were here for me being outside for 30 seconds. Forget about the crime in Monroe County, real crime, real criminals. Forget about the murders and the rapists and the arsonists in Monroe County that day. You got 6 of your fanatics here on my front lawn for me being outside for 30 seconds. We just want to talk to you outside. That's a lie. First language I ever hear from a Monroe County Sheriff Office employee directly to me is a lie. So I hesitate. I walk outside and stand on my front lawn. And then you surrounded me. And on go to handcuffs. What crime did I commit, Todd Baxter? Tell me. Tell me what crime I committed. Tell me what the crime is. Because that's criminal contempt for being outside for 30 seconds. You don't know what a crime is, Todd Baxter. Your public employees don't know what a crime is. You need to read James Q. Wilson, the most prominent criminologist of the 20th century. And then you can discover what a crime is. So, I'm demanding your public employee payroll. This was sent on June 13, 2019. Refused. Todd Baxter at 130 South Plymouth Avenue in Rochester is afraid to open his mail from me. Sheriff Todd Baxter is afraid to open his registered mail from me. That's because you know what's in here. I haven't opened it either. Because I have a copy of what's in here, which I showed you previously. And it's a demand for your public employee payroll. So, Elliot Raw tells me I'm going to be arrested. All I'm doing is walk through a parking lot. I want to know from him. Who told you? He gets certified mail from me. He's refusing to open his mail. Who told you I was going to be arrested, Elliot? You don't want to open your mail. What does that say about you, Elliot? Just standing there in that parking lot with that idiot grin on your face. You know that they're going to descend on me. And you don't say to me, something's going to happen to you that you're not going to expect. You're going to be arrested. They're planning to arrest you. You don't say that to me. Because you don't understand decency and civility and civil and constitutional rights, Elliot. You're standing there telling me I'm going to be arrested for walking through a parking lot? What is wrong with you, Elliot Raw? I'm demanding that Nairaj and Layla Kumar Shah prove that they own this land behind my house. Refused to open their certified mail from me. Refused. Because they don't own that land. that you arrested me on for being outside for 30 seconds. He's refusing to open his mail to prove that he owns this land. This is regular mail. He refused to open it. Naylor Shah. Regular mail again. Naylor Shah refused to open. I changed it to Layla Kumar. Layla Kumar, Layla Kumar, Layla Kumar. So, I have to go to Penfield Town Court as an innocent man. I'm delivered to Monroe County Jail as an innocent man. When I'm at Penfield Town Court, 70-year-old John P. Lomenzo Jr. decides he's going to humiliate me. And the instrument he's going to use to humiliate me is the order of protection. Nobody's ever required an order of protection from me ever in my life. So John P. Lomenzo Jr. writes an order of protection for me to stay away from Jermaine Benman, who attacks me at PW Fitness. And I refuse to sign it. This is the sickness of this man who should never be in judgment of anyone, Sandra Doorley and Kyle Steinbach. Your employees at the district attorney's office had to appear in front of John P. Lomenzo Jr. because he's now in retirement, where he cannot abridge the civil and constitutional rights of innocent New Yorkers. So, Sandra and Kyle, your employees had to appear in front of a guy who's writing an order of protection to humiliate me for me to stay away from Jermaine Benman, who attacks me at PW Fitness. And I refuse to sign it. Shortly thereafter, I'm walking into Wegmans. And who passes me in the parking lot is Jermaine Benman. And I loudly said hello to him. So I violated this order of protection by walking by Jermaine Benman in the parking lot of Wegmans. Layla Kumar and A-Rod Shah live over here. Approximately 200 yards from me. And then I have to go back to Penfield Town Court because John P. Lomenzo has an order of protection for me to avoid Layla Kumar Shah. I'm supposed to avoid a woman who lives approximately 200 yards from me. So I refused to sign. I said I'm not signing that. And that's what I'm told, that I could face additional charges from refusing to comply. So I signed an order of protection to stay away from 71-year-old Layla Kumar Shah, who I've never met because I was worried about additional charges being brought against me. So I go to the YMCA here in Penfield, and I'm on the rowing machine. In this room, there's hardly anybody there that day. And I see in this room, at the back of the room, Layla Kumar Shah. And I'm ignoring her because I'm on the rowing machine. But I see her. I'm trying to ignore her as I'm on the rowing machine by looking straight ahead like I am now. And she's walking over to me. Walking over to me as I'm on the rowing machine. She stands in front of me. She's bizarrely pointing at some apparatus next to me. So I say to her, "What's my name?" And this frightens her, and he walks away. She walks away. And she goes up to the YMCA employee and tells the YMCA employee I shouldn't be there because of this disgusting, vile order of protection. This is the sickness of this woman. And the YMCA employee says to her, "I don't know what you're talking about," because nobody knows what the hell this woman's talking about. So, have you figured out at the Monroe County Sheriff's Office and Monroe County District Attorney's Office what I'm doing to you? Have you figured it out? Because I hope that you refuse to not disclose your public employee payrolls and you continue to refuse. Because then I can just contact you and attack you and ridicule you and mock you. Have you figured out what I'm doing to you? So, Michael Radler, double dipper. You're not the only one that's afraid to open your mail. Michael Radler returns to center. Why are you afraid to open your mail, Michael Radler? You fulfill a role as the public information officer or the employee that handles either the media or requests from the public, right? What do you think's in here? The demand for your public employee payroll. It was so pathetic at the Monroe County Sheriff's Office. You don't even know how pathetic you are. Michael rather afraid to open your mouth. So. Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King, letter from a Birmingham jail. You, Todd Baxter. And you, Sandra Doorley, are a threat to justice everywhere.